producers are definitely producing industry standard. As far as producing a sound for Arkansas, I wouldn't say that no one has came up with a definite sound yet, but 'cause everybody has their own sound. You know, you got a lot of dope producers. I don't even want to drop names because too many, I'm gonna forget somebody. But we do have a lot of dope producers, and each of them kind of have their own sound. But like you know, you go to Baton Rouge and you hear a Baton Rouge song or a Louisiana song come on, you like, oh, that's a Louisiana sound. It's something that they're putting in their beats that you can directly say, oh, that's a Louisiana, or that's a West Coast beat, or that's an Atlanta sound, or that's a Houston, or that's a Memphis. Arkansas, you can't be like, oh, that's an Arkansas beat. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think producers have found, and I think the sound is gonna be or should be, it's gonna be like it's kind of is, and I think it's their sound. They just don't know it yet. The soul, it's like Arkansas has a soul sound in their music. I don't think they just tapped into it and recognize that's what it is and keep doing it over and over so people can identify with it. Cause we need to have like the pianos, the guitars on top of the heavy bass, the 808s, that type of thing. That's gonna be the Arkansas sound, I think, or should be the Arkansas sound. Cause we have a melting pot of sounds, but the producers, no, they don't have. They hadn't created that sound yet. They gonna get there, but they hadn't created it yet. And it may take one producer just working with one particular artist, and that artist is that artist that is everybody kind of mimics, and then that's the sound we want. You know, because truth is that's where sounds come from. Like somebody try to sound like that artist, and then the next artist, and so everybody is sounding like Atlanta and Memphis and all the other cities. They'll rather sound like them than sound like the next Arkansas artist. So I guess they all sound like the next Arkansas artist because the next Arkansas artist sounded like Atlanta. And
I mean, there's been a lot of progress over the years. You know what I'm saying? I see everybody like coming together and making good quality music. You know what I'm saying? And being active in the community and, you know, being on the road and trying to expand, you know what I'm saying, the music and touch bases in other places instead of just Arkansas and doing shows here every weekend. And we, you know what I'm saying, everybody moving around and, you know, it's just, it's becoming more successful, you know what I'm saying, as you know, the days go by, you know what I'm saying.
Back we did our first video. Where we're located now, we're close by. We did it on top of a rooftop. It was our first rooftop. First video ever that we did in Arkansas. You know, it featured Jermaine Taylor when he first got his boxing. You know, he was doing the song was called In My City. You know, so we was talking about, you know, Little Rock, Arkansas, where we from. So we did it on the rooftop. It took us like 3 days to shoot the video. We had some ups and downs type stuff. We just had got our car painted. We got a promotional car with Young Hogs, it's candy red. You know, we was getting ready, and we was on Pike Avenue. And Pike, if anybody know about Arkansas, Pike Avenue is a hot street. So we're on our way trying to get to the show. We got probably about 6-7 cars, like they fancy cars, like they Cadillacs and stuff. We looking good, looking like a rap video, you know what I'm saying, on wheels. So we on our way. So we get pulls over. My brother, his name William Booker III, rest in love, my brother. He started, me and him started Young Hogs together. And he was like, man, I got a warrant. I'm like, man, how you gonna have a warrant? I thought you went down there. Nah, man, I went out with old girl. We spent the money. I didn't pay the warrant. So I'm like, what? So they end up, long story short, they pulls us over. He goes to jail. So he goes, you know, we can't get him out. You know, so in the film crew, they been there 3 days. They was from out of town. Because back then, it wasn't a whole bunch of film groups, film people. You had to get people from other places to come in and do it right. You know what I'm saying? So we had some guys that came in and did it. So we finished up on the rooftop and stuff like that. They let my brother out that night. So that night, he gets out, he wants to do the video still. He like, man, I gotta do my part. So, you know, we had to use a green screen. So we was like, well, the only way we're gonna be able to get it done in time, we're gonna have to put you on the green screen. So he was like, I don't want to do no green screen. I said, that's the only way we're going to be able to finish the video. They got to go back. We have to shoot tonight. There's no more sunlight, no nothing. And back then, you know, lighting and stuff, it was still new videos and stuff. It was still kind of new. So long story short, we shot it on green screen. Had the guy, Joe, he's one of our videographers that does a lot of work for us. So he done it. And we was just in there, we was just laughing, man. We stayed up all night just reminiscing and just, you know, just being happy that we shot our first ever video. And we got, like I say, Jermaine Taylor at the time, he was hot. You know, he just won the championship belt. You know, we thought we was made it. You know, we was happy. We going to jail. He got out of jail, did he thought he was Tupac. You know, it was like for real. So, you know, that was one of the times we had fun. Like, that was our first video ever. And we had fun that day. It took us a lot, 3 days, but we got it done, and everybody liked it. It's been around for years since we did it. It was like one of our #1 songs that we did.
This is what artists do. They say they looking over here at this guy being successful, and they said, "Oh, that's what he's doing. Maybe that's what I need to do too to be successful. I need to get some beats like that, or I need to rap like that right there, or I need to do my auto tune like that right there. Hey, try this, cause that's what he's doing to be successful." So, but they're not knowing the business behind the scene that got him successful. You know what I'm saying? So they coming back over here trying to mimic the music when they should be trying to mimic the business. You know what I'm saying? As far as like getting out and seeing stuff and experiencing the other sounds, yeah, they do need to go experience all that, the other sounds, the other people, other everything. It's closed. I don't know. It's just they too comfortable here, man.
I mean, I'm a storyteller. You know what I'm saying? Like I speak on life experiences. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like music it's a spirit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it touched people's soul. You know what I'm saying? It moved them. So if you're talking about something negative, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it'll influence somebody to do something negative. You know what I'm saying? So I try to hit home, man, and speak about stuff I done been through that I don't want nobody going through. You know? So, you know, my style original. You know, I ain't riding nobody wave. You know, just I seek to inspire every listener. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They don't understand business. There's a lot of business in this that you have to understand. Like I tell people, it's 90% business, 10% rap. A lot of them get caught up in the fame of just being on TV, just being seen in a car or some clothes, stuff like that. But on the other side is a business that need to be ran for you to be able to get that stuff. You know, that's what this is, a music business.
So it's like Facebook is giving them a sense of that, and the internet is giving them a sense of that. But it's like for us to make it to that. I mean, it's artists that's almost there. Like, you know, you got ZHD, you got AMP signed with Rich Gang, you got it's like several artists. CK from Pine Bluff, he got a deal with Republic. LeBron is on The Voice right now, and he done made it all the way to the finals almost. But still, I know what you're saying. To that industry standard level, it's gonna take artists traveling for one, getting outside of Arkansas, because nobody is really gonna be looking into Arkansas. You're gonna have to go outside and get that attention. We're not making enough noise here, so you're gonna have to go and find that. And then, like I said, that budget that's what's gonna help you be seen. You know, people, they don't have, yeah, they just now get to the point where they having money to shoot videos and this and that. But once you get the video, once you get your product in your hand, now you gotta market and promote that product. So they don't have the means, or they don't even know how to do that. Or then even the business aspect of, like, once you are doing that, to make it count. Like, so you have a paper trail as far as like people that still don't have like ASCAPs and BMIs, and then they don't even know about like monetizing like YouTubes, and like it's a whole bunch of business stuff that's keeping Arkansas back. Like, nobody, maybe 99% of artists don't know the business part of the music business. Like, you could ask, and that's really a lot of places. Like, people don't still have ASCAP and BMI, where they don't even understand the significance of like a catalog of your music, and they still rapping on YouTube beats, so you can't monetize it. You can put it out there on Spotify, iTunes, and all that stuff, but you taking the risk of it being taken down or all that. But you can't put your music out there and make it count. And people can't see your numbers and the record labels and people who matter, that your numbers is what count. They not listening to the music these days. I don't even think they don't care. They just look at the numbers. Okay, he's a go, and that's what we don't have. We don't have numbers.
Like Arkansas ain't a state that got opportunities here as far as like it's no A&Rs just in this area. You know what I'm saying, that you can walk up on and, you know, handle your material, you know what I'm saying? It's I mean, we have little showcases around here, but it's nothing major. We doing it for Arkansas, you know what I'm talking about? Like, we gotta move around just to bump into a T.I. or a Bun B, you know, them folks ain't just around here like that, you know what I'm talking about? So it's just hard on us because Arkansas, like, you know, we ain't on the map yet, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta force our way into the industry, you know, and you know, just say, for instance, if I was in Texas or something, you know, it'll be a little bit easier for me to get on. You know what I'm talking about? Because there's so many people already on now that's a part of their environment. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we coming slowly for surely. You know, we kicking doors down, man. It's gonna happen this year, 2K19. That's how I feel. You know what I'm talking about?